tell you or we could show you. Buenos días. Lo que queremos hacer hoy es, como decíamos antes, debe de explicar algunas cosas, mejor mostrarlas. We start off with some statistics. So in 2018, nearly 8,000 construction workers had a head injury in construction. En 2018, casi 8,000 trabajadores en construcción sufrieron una herida de su cabeza en construcción. And 230 actually died, so it was fatal. 230 murieron de su herida. If you're fortunate enough not to die from that head injury, you could suffer traumatic brain injury, which has a ton of short-term or long-term, lifelong implications. Si no, si eres afortunado no morirse de su herida, puedes vivir tu vida entera con una herida que te puede prevenir de seguir trabajando por usted, por su familia. So, wanted to show the difference. Everybody see? The hard hats we are all used to wearing, right? Typical hard hat with the brim. Hard hat is, right, you tighten it up around the back. Obviously there's no smoking on the job site, but wanted to show a typical scenario. This ladder, when you're standing on the platform, you're 4 foot up. Depending on your height, I'm 6'2", that means I'm way up here. Now, if I were wearing this hard hat and I fell off this ladder, I just want you to see what happens to your head and the hard hat, okay? So if this fell, that actually
it actually stayed on.
It stayed on, but
it was because it's foam, you know.
This hard hat, well, this head is just a
Somebody
head.
put that on there extra tight.
I'm also 230 pounds, so if my 230 pounds hits the ground,
And it stayed on again.
damn,
All right, we don't need those new hard hats.
Go back to these hard hats. The point is this: depending on your fall or something hitting you on the head, your hard hat could go that way, and your head goes straight to the ground. Okay.
This will be the one that falls off.
The reason we switched to these is because it's still a good hard hat. The webbing inside is still pretty much the same, but you notice the chin strap, right? So with this, you'll fall. Yeah, you might get hurt. You might suffer a broken wrist. You might suffer a broken nose. But this hard hat is going to stay on your head. Your brain operates everything. Your brain operates everything. You lose function of your brain, that's a wrap. So without dropping this with the chin strap on, just want you to see, by not using the chin strap, when you fall, there's the difference, right? You fall, your head hits the ground, the hard hat goes somewhere else. Now you got a head injury. Thank you. So what makes the difference here?
And to Gonzalo's point, with that Type 2 hard hat, the Type 2 not only has impact protection on top, just like a standard hard hat like Gonzalo was showing there, but it's got rear impact, side impact, and frontal impact. So if you do fall off the ladder, like Gonzalo was saying, and you land on the back of your head, you're gonna have that same you're gonna have the right protection for your head. Sorry, G.
No, you're right. And I mean, the critical thing here is protecting your head, right? You can recover from a broken bone. Sometimes you don't recover from a brain injury. So the difference between using the chin strap and not using the chin strap is very simple. It stays on. it stays on your head. No matter what happens to you, you fall on the ground, you land on something, you hit the ground straight flat. That hard hat is to save the most important thing that you have, which is your brain. I'm sure some of you have been in construction longer than others, and you've seen some things. You probably know some people, or you heard some stories, and they're not always a good story, right? It's not always a near miss. Sometimes there are fatalities, and so even a fall from 4 feet or even 2 feet could be fatal if you hit your head, if you injure your head. I know we got a couple of safety professionals here, and I'm sure they can probably cite statistics.
I could actually give you an example, not construction related, walking on your own 2 feet, somebody that hit his head in a grocery store parking lot. This is a friend of mine in Texas. He was just walking out, it wasn't icy, it was in like the hottest part of Texas. He's walking out, he slipped on some oil, it had just rained, or so, it was slippery where he was walking through the parking lot. He fell back and he hit the back of his head. Well, he went to the hospital that day, he went home. 2 weeks later, he died from that head injury. Something happened, not really sure all the details, but the point is, you don't have to be on a ladder to hurt yourself and have a head injury on a construction site. You can do it just walking on your own 2 feet. So to G's point, that's much worse falling off a 4-foot ladder than walking through a parking lot on your own 2 feet. It's gonna be that much more severe. I don't know. Point is your head, I mean, you only got one head, right? So, and that's something that can affect your whole life, just as simple as just walking down the street. So to G's point, when you're on ladders and you're in a job site, wear the right PPE, especially the hard hats.
You want to use the cage. You want to inspect the ladder before you're using it, right, daily. It doesn't matter if you're using it, just once, or you're going to be using it every day. You should be inspecting it every day. Make sure the ladder's in good condition. Make sure that you're using the cage. If you're not using a fall arrest system, right? And of course, your hard hat. You got to protect the most important thing you have, which is your brain. Any comments?
No, great presentation.
Okay. That's all. Thank you very much. Have a great and safe day.
We're having some